Hey, great afternoon, everybody. Come on in the room as you're coming in the room, say hello. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you. I know it's not our normal day. Lunchtime Empowerment Talks with Dr. Vaughn is typically on Tuesday, but we had some appointments on yesterday. So here we are on Wednesday at 1 p.m., a little late, about 1:15, just to give you some encouragement to push you, to encourage you, to empower you. And if you saw our topic, hey, Sora, darling, how are you? If you saw our topic for today's empowerment, it was simply, you got to remember your story will end in victory. Hey, my sunshine. Hey, Deshaun from New Jersey. Listen, my story will end in victory, and I want to empower somebody because many of us, if the truth of the matter is, many of us are going through some things that are uncomfortable, some things we don't like, some things that don't seem fair, some things that we don't agree with. Good afternoon. How are you, Selena? Some things that we don't agree with, some things we downright dislike. And the truth of the matter is that because there's so much weighty stuff on us, we feel like the victory that God promised us is not coming. Some of us feel like we're at the point of defeat because it seems like so much is on us. But I want to encourage you today, and I'm going to give you some nuggets as I always do. Your story, you have to remember your story ends in victory. I don't care what the devil says. I don't care what people think. I don't care how many times you failed. I don't care how many times you fell. I don't care how long it seems. Your story will still end in victory. You have to begin to encourage that to yourself. So do me a favor before we even start. Just say, my story is going to end in victory. My story is going to end in victory. Those of you that know, I am Dr. Vaughn, the more pusher. I am about making sure that you break the boxes of traumatic chaos. You show up as your authentic self and you walk in your healing and your wholeness. But that requires that you got to believe it. So y'all can't hear me. Okay. Y'all can't hear me. Nobody can hear me. Uh, Nobody can hear me. No, Deanna can hear me because Deanna's repeating what I'm saying. All right, Janella, it must be you because everybody can hear me. So Janella, it might be you. You have to come back out and come back in. Um, yeah, because they're responding to me. So yes, I want you to really declare that literally your story will end in victory. The devil going we listen, we going it's fine, Janella, because the guess what? We're gonna get it out because all of us have a destination we got to get to. All of us got some things that we need to do. All of us got some things that we need to accomplish. So let me first drop this on you. When your mind is cluttered by the possibilities of what if, you limit yourself from faith. Hear me. When your mind is cluttered with the possibilities of what if, you limit yourself from faith. What are you trying to say, Dr. Vaughn? Some of us are walking around playing so many what if scenarios in our head, we can't even believe, God, that the victory is coming. We're like, what if this happened? What if they don't believe in me? I can't take this step because what if they won't support me? I can't take this step because what if I fail? I can't make this move because what if it doesn't happen? I can't apply for this job because what if it doesn't happen? But here's what I want you to understand. You have to realize that when you cloud your mind with all of these what if scenarios, you limit your ability to believe God and you limit your ability for God to show up. It's not the devil. It's nobody around you. Your mind limits your ability to grab a hold of your victory. And so you got to push past the fact that your mind got so many what if. Guess what? We can what if for days. Come on here. I know I'm not the only one. We can have what ifs for days. But how much time are you going to waste playing the what if scenarios out and then knowing that the what ifs may never even happen? Okay. Here's the next thing. And I posted it. Living life preparing for the worst causes you to live in a cage. Oh, wait a minute. I was reading a book. This came from Sarah Jakes Roberts. This one right here said, living life preparing for the worst possible outcome has you living life in a cage. It's not freedom. Every time you're sitting on edge, preparing for something to happen, preparing for the worst, preparing for the worst outcome, preparing for the defeat, preparing for the letdown, preparing for the betrayal. You live yourself in a cage, or as I declare to my mentees, you put yourself in a box. And that box begins to smother you. That box begins to hold you hostage. That box begins to limit you. And then your mindset starts living for the box and not for your victory. Come on here. I can't hear nobody. I said your mindset starts living for the box and not for the victory. But I came by to encourage somebody. Your victory, no matter what you're going through, it's going to end in victory. So I need you to shake yourself. Come on. I need you to shake yourself today. And I need you to start declaring to yourself what's about to come. What do you mean, Dr. Vaughn? I am about to be healed. I am going to be delivered. The job is mine. I am going to be debt free. My children going to have money for college. I'm going to find the house I need. I'm going to be have the finances that I need. The vision will come to pass. I will impact the people I'm designed for. I will walk in my calling. I will walk in my victory. You have to begin to say everything about me is going to end in victory. They can lie on me. They can talk about me. They can try to destroy me. They can try to block me. They can try to hinder me. They can try to take my character. They can try to pollute my atmosphere with toxicity. They can try to stand in my way. But here's the dynamic. When God says that this victory is mine, there's no devil in hell that can stop me from getting to my victory. Only I can hinder my victory. I can't hear nobody. Come on here. I said, only I can hinder my victory. And some of us need to own it, that we've been our stumbling block from our victory manifesting. We've been doing so much what ifs. We've been preparing for the worst, and we've been stuck to a box. Here's the thing. Here's the next thing. You cannot allow your life to be dictated by your insecurities and your previous experiences. Oh, I can't, listen here. You cannot allow your life to be dictated by your insecurities and your past experiences. Some of you are living in the cycle of yesterday. Come on. Some of you are living in the cycle of yesterday. All you're replaying is the past experiences. You've developed so many insecurities that's all you live in what was. Now is the time for you to live in what is and what shall be. Come on here. Now is the time for you to live in what is and what shall be. What was is gone. Oh, come on here. What was gone. I told them the other night. My place of devastation was not my destiny. It was my place of refinement. So let me help somebody here. My place of devastation was not my destiny. It was my place of refinement. And you have to realize, yes, they mishandled you. Yes, they betrayed you. Yes, they thought too less of you. Yes, you failed. Yes, you trusted the wrong people. Yes, you mishandled the money. Yes, you dropped the ball. But if you continue to live in that place, you succumb to a cage or a box that holds you hostage. Come on here. And so the truth of the matter is, you got to get beyond. If you keep living your life based off of your insecurities and your past experiences, you're going to continue to live your life in a place of defeat. God did not create us to live in a place of defeat. And here's the problem. We're making conscious decisions. Okay, you're not going to like this. We're making conscious decisions to stay in a place of defeat. Because it's easier to stay in a place of defeat than to fight and come to your victory. So that's what it is. You can't allow your life to be dictated by your insecurities and your past experiences. Here's the next thing. You cannot tap into your power and your excuses at the same time. Oh, we out here, God. You cannot tap into your power and excuses at the same time. So you can't say that I'm going to get my victory, but I'm making excuses why I ain't going after it. You cannot say, oh, come on here. You cannot say that I'm going after all that belongs to me, but I got excuses why I won't get up and try. You cannot say that I'm going to have all that God promised me, but I won't take the next step because I got to do it by myself. I don't care if I got to launch by myself. You have to realize, in order for you to get to where you got to do, there has to be movement. In order for you to transition from where you are to where you need to be, there has to be movement. So you can't have power and excuses. Come on, Holy Ghost. You can't have power and excuses. They don't operate in the same form. They can't operate in the same vein. You can't be powerful and have a whole bunch of excuses. Because when you begin to operate in your excuses, you now diminish your power. Okay, I'm not gonna hang that too long. All right, Let me go this. We're talking about your story gonna end the victim. Here's the thing. Listen, if you are challenged to heal and become whole based on people rather than yourself, then your journey needs permission rather than progression. Oh, come on here. If you are challenged in your healing and your wholeness by the indication of people, your journey will always require their permission instead of your progress. And so you can't progress because you're waiting for them to give you validation. You can't progress because you're waiting for them saying, yeah, you should heal now. You can't progress because being lonely too long upsets you. Oh, I can't hear nobody but God. You can't progress because it's people that you're using to determine your healing and wholeness. Somebody got to say this healing is personal. Come on, type it in the comment section. This healing is personal. I don't have time to wait for you to think that I should be healed. I don't have time for you to get yourself together for me to decide to be healed. I don't have the time for you to love me the right way for me to decide to be healed. I don't have time for you to pat me on the back before I decide to be whole. I don't have time to wait for you to decide that I should be healed and whole. Oh, come on here. This healing is personal. So I'm no longer asking your permission. This is about progression for me. I'm no longer asking your permission, should I? I'm no longer asking if you're comfortable with the new me. Oh, that's another one. I'm no longer asking if you're going to like the new me. I'm no longer asking if you're permitting me to be the new me. I'm no longer asking you if you're permitting me to walk to my victory. Come on. That's right, Courtney, I don't have time. I don't have time. Here's the next thing. I just got a couple more. Here's the next thing. This is a part of this other one. You have to avoid the temptation of making your healing contingent upon approval and validation. That's a part B of what I just said to you. You can no longer make your healing contingent upon approval or validation. Listen, sis, I'm just out here helping. I'm just giving what God gave me. Listen, you can no longer make your healing and wholeness contingent upon approval or validation. Some of you literally, because your hearts are so big, you're waiting for certain people just to be grateful that you're healing. And you're getting stuck. Oh, I can't hear nobody. You're stuck in a broken state. You're stuck in a wounded state because you're waiting. Okay. Come on here. You're waiting for the ones that you want to be happy that you're growing. You want them to be happy that you're healing. You want them to see that you're getting better. You want them to see that you've overcome. You want them to see the hurdles that you jumped over. You want them to be excited about what you survived. And some of you are stuck. And your healing and wholeness can't be sealed by God because you're waiting for validation and approval. You're waiting for validation and approval. Come on here. I don't need your validation and I don't need your approval to be. I'll say that one more time. I don't need your validation or your approval to be. Be what? Be healed. Be what? Be free. Be what? Be delivered. Be what? Be debt free. Be what? Be whole. Be what? Be happy. Be what? Be joyful. Be what? Be who I am. Be what? Be who I am in my purpose. I don't need your approval to be who I am. But see, our hearts get us so locked up, my God, today. Our hearts get us so locked up in the fact that because we want the people that we love. Oh, come on, God, I'm out here. We want the people that we love. We want the people that we've sacrificed for. We want the people that we poured into. We want the people that we've grown up with. We want the people that we're connected to. We want them to appreciate our growth. We want them to be happy that we're better. We want them to be happy that we're healed and we're whole and we're no longer broken, bleeding, and upset and angry. We're no longer nasty. We're no longer, not good to be around. We want people to be excited about that. And when they're not, we shrink back from walking in our healing and wholeness and start dragging ourselves back into places we don't belong because of the simple fact we want validation and approval from them. I don't need your approval to be. Why? Because I was who I was when he created me. I was who I was when he created me. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I was who I was when he created me. And so I really listen, Courtney, I can't afford it. And so I really came on here to really pour into somebody because I know the weight is heavy on your mind. I posted a post earlier today that sometime I'll read it to you. Mental health experts say that self-esteem is something we can build even well into our adulthood. Mindfulness, gratitude, affirmations, therapy, and other tools. We have to use the power of our tongue to affirm ourselves. Here's the thing: you're waiting for somebody else to approve you, and you need to affirm yourself. I want you to listen. You got to affirm yourself. You got to affirm yourself. And sometimes you got to declare to yourself when you don't feel like it, and most of all, when you don't see it. I don't always see it. Somebody said to me all the day, "You're always positive. You always empowered." I don't always feel like it, but sometimes I gotta go back to what I wrote and read it and let it remind me. I get weary. I get frustrated. I get upset. I get angry. I get irritated. But then I got to remind myself, guess what? Self, where I am is not my destination. Where I am is just my training ground because there's a battle. At the end of this battle, I know I'm in a battlefield, but at the end of this battle, it's already guaranteed. Somebody got to say it to yourself, it's a guaranteed victory. I am already guaranteed. I'm already guaranteed. Why? Because he already said, great is he that is in me. So which means he's going to rise up in me every time I feel like I can't do it. He's going to rise up in me and he's going to show up. I don't know about y'all, but God shows up for me. I don't know about y'all, but God shows up for me. When I call on my Father, he shows up for me. Come on here. And so we got to get to it. Come on here. Niece, it's always guaranteed because here's the thing. We will get so consumed. Oh God. We will go so consumed with the journey that we miss the victory. Somebody go catch that. We will get so consumed by the journey that we miss the victory. I'm going to say it again. We'll get so consumed by the journey that we miss the victory. I'm going to say it one more time. We'll get so consumed by the journey that we miss the victory. But somebody has to remember the same God that gave you victory before is the same God that's going to give you victory now. The method of my journey does not determine my victory. It is my perseverance that determines whether or not I get to my victory. Oh God. I'll say it again. What's in my journey doesn't determine my victory. It's my perseverance to go through it that guarantees my victory. So I wanted to hop on here today because I feel the weight on my heart from there's some people that literally is like, God, like for real though, I can't take another thing. Like God, I done took how many hits you want me to take? Like God, what else do you want me to do for real? Some of us are really talking to God like that. Like God, another thing can't happen. Another bill can't come. Another hit on my health can't come. Another betrayal can't come. God, I can't take another thing. And we've gotten so consumed. Blessings to you, my dear. We've gotten so consumed with the journey that we're missing the fact that the victory is guaranteed. We've gotten so consumed. The word of God says that he knows the ending of the thing before the beginning of the thing. So if he's already mapped, he's Alpha and the Omega. He's already mapped it out. It's my responsibility to work the middle. It's my responsibility to press through because the end is already guaranteed. It's already written. It's already promised. The problem is we get so consumed with the journey. That's why we never make it to the victory because the journey consumes us. So I came by literally just to strengthen somebody today. I know the journey. seems convoluted. I know the journey seems unbearable. I know the journey seems like you're not going to make it. I wanted you to know your story will end in victory. It will. The question is whether or not you'll push your way through to get it. The question is whether or not you push your way through to get it. I don't care how many roadblocks somebody throws in front of you or how bad they try to tear you down. I pray that the Lord renews your mind in such a way that your self-worth, self-confidence, and self-value get so strong that they cannot even, everything that they throw at you will bounce off. Everything they throw at you will bounce off. Why? Because we don't have time to sacrifice freedom. We don't have time to sacrifice freedom. And I'm not altering my freedom to make you comfortable. I can't hit nobody. I am not altering my freedom to make you comfortable. Come. Let me say it again. I am not altering my freedom to make you comfortable. Every time you alter your freedom and your healing, you have to continue. You will continue to alter because it was never the design path. So if you continue to alter, for the rest of your life, you will continue to alter your freedom, alter your comfortability, alter your happiness, alter your joy, trying to make somebody else. That's right, sis. I'm not altering. Come on, declare it. I'm not altering my freedom to make you comfortable. Come on, somebody else needs to declare it. I am not altering my freedom to make you comfortable. If you want to stay bound, I can pray for you where you are, love you where you are, but I'm not altering my freedom. If you want to stay in toxicity, even though I'm trying to pull you out, I can still set the healthy boundary to love you and pray for you where you are, but I'm not letting you alter my freedom. I'm not letting you alter my healing. I'm not letting you alter what I know. I suffered to get here, and I'm not going to allow you to alter it under any circumstances. Under any circumstances. Hey, big bro. Because as long as you keep your mind stuck in the what ifs and the insecurities and the past failures, you live your life in a cage under the thumb of the approval and the validation of people who never wanted you to succeed in the first place. So free yourself today. Free yourself today. All of you, free yourself today. God has already declared that you would have victory. What you going to do on the journey? What are you going to do on the journey? Are you going to let them control your journey? Or are you going to take the strength that you have, the confidence, and raise up in knowing who God created you to be, and you're going to walk through this journey and get to your victory? Free, 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 free. I am not altering my freedom to make somebody else comfortable. I'm just trying to help somebody today. Because there's some of you really in your mind, you have caged yourself with all of these what if propositions. You've already caged yourself and boxed yourself in by thinking the worst of every situation. You've already boxed yourself in mentally, and now you're stuck trying to fight. Living yourself already defeated because up here. No. My what if, I'm not going to allow my what ifs to limit my faith. I'm believing God all the way with this one. This is on God. I'm believing him all the way. And if he got me in it, if he has me in it, he's already equipped me to push my way through it. So I challenge you to declare to yourself, it's going to all end in victory. All of it. It's going to all end in victory. Why? Because I'm not seeking approval or validation from anybody. I'm not altering my freedom for anybody. And I'm not asking, here we go, and I'm not asking you for permission to be. I say it again. And I'm not asking you for permission to be. Be what? Be me. I am not asking you for permission to be who I am. I'm not asking you for permission to be healed. I'm not asking you for permission to be whole. I'm not asking you for permission to be happy. I'm not asking you for permission to walk in my purpose. I'm not asking you for permission to go after my victory. I'm not asking you. I am going to stand firm and be exactly who I'm supposed to be. And I know what? That my victory is guaranteed. I love you more. I love you more, B. Listen, my victory is guaranteed. I want all of you on here to type in the comment section, my victory is guaranteed. All of you. I want you to declare it and serve notice. My victory is guaranteed. I don't care if you're up against sickness. I don't care if you're up against financial difficulty. I don't care if you're up against family issues. I don't care if you're up against children stuff. I don't care if you're up against ministry stuff. I need all of you to declare, my victory is guaranteed. My victory is guaranteed. Mine is. That's right. My victory is guaranteed. It's already a sealed deal. It's already a sealed deal. And I just wanted to come on today to really, for real, to encourage somebody. You can't afford to lose your freedom. Stuck in what was, stuck in the insecurities of what was, stuck in the past failures. Free yourself today. Free yourself today. Free yourself today. Free yourself today. You don't have to ask for permission to be. You just got to. And some of us literally need to let it go. They may never be happy that you're healing. They may never be happy on your promotion. They may never be happy that you're not in poverty no more. They may never be happy that you got married. They may never be happy that your ministry is flourishing. They may never be happy that God is blessing your ministry and your business. They may never be happy that you got the house. They may never be happy that you got the promotion. They may never be happy that God is elevating you in your local church. They may never be happy. But you can't allow them. You can't allow the need for validation or approval to keep you from your healing and your victory. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. You don't need their permission. You just need to trust God. You don't need their permission. And you just got to be okay. You got to be okay. I'm just trying to help. You just got to be okay. If I could tell y'all how many people I am no longer close with, the more God opens doors for me and they move differently, we would be on here all day. If I told you how many times I was betrayed or mishandled by people I loved and sold into, we'd be on here all day. Did it trip me up? Yes. Did it hurt? Yes. Did it feel like a place of defeat? Yes. Did it feel like it was the end? Yes. Did I survive? Absolutely. Did I conquer? Sure did. And am I walking in my destiny and walking in the fulfillment of who God called me to be? I sure am. I am unapologetically who God called me to be. I am unapologetically the prophetic one that God called me to be, the woman of God, the more pusher, the teacher, the preacher, the only one, the one that carries the ancient oil. I am unapologetically who I am, no matter how much they tried to suppress me and shut me up. And here's the thing. Most of them didn't try to shut me up physically. They tried to shut me up by making me think that I wasn't qualified, by making me think that I was inferior, by making me think because I wasn't a part of the status quo, I wouldn't be accepted, by making me think that nobody would support what the Lord had for me, by making me think. And in this cage is where I held myself hostage until I broke free. I'm trying to help somebody. In this cage up here is where I held myself hostage by what they said. So may God uproot every seed that was planted in you that keeps playing in your mind, making you think that what God promised you is not coming. May every seed, that negative seed that was planted that don't belong, every weed that was planted in the garden that God is trying to prosper, may it all be uprooted and may it all burn. I'm trying to tell you. I survived it, and so will you. I'm encouraging somebody. Your story will end in victory. It will end in victory. I'm here to push you. I'm here. Yes, sir. Yes, Lord. I'm here to push you and I'm here to encourage you. Create the healthy boundaries and heal, but don't stop. Create the healthy boundaries, heal, but don't stop. Don't let them hinder and stop you from your own progression. Because you're sometimes you're letting them get the upper hand when you stop fighting. Because they go on with their lives and they've won because you stopped and you have not reached your potential because of what they said. Free your mind today. Free your mind. Free your mind today. I pray that the Lord breaks the cage off of your mind and every thought that they put in there that was not according to the will of God, may it be disintegrated or uprooted right now in the name of the Lord Jesus. We're going to get the victory. We are. It ends in victory. We are. Free your mind. Break the cage, break the box that's been suppressing this up here and walk in who you are. Walk with your head held high in who you are. Why do you say that, Dr. Vaughn? Because can't nobody be me but me. They can duplicate or whatever, but the oil belongs to me. So walk in yours, each one of you, free yourself and be who you are. Be happy, be free, be authentically you. Be. Sis, listen. I just had to accept it's okay. I don't even, I'm not, yeah. Nobody. I am who I am. You are who you are. So yeah. And this one last thing, and I'm going to leave you alone. I want you literally to declare, I give myself permission to embrace the new. I give myself permission to embrace the new. I give myself permission. That's right, I am me. I give myself permission because it's time for you to walk in your freedom. So I need you to say, I give myself permission to walk in the new. I give myself permission. I give myself permission. Yes, niece. Yes, sis. I give myself permission. Because that's probably one of the hardest things you've ever had to say was I give myself permission. Because you keep thinking about the people that remember what you went through. You could keep thinking about the people that tried to destroy you. And sometimes you won't give yourself permission. Nope, I'm free. So everything back there, it made me, but it don't define me. So I'm free. It made me, but it don't define me. So I'm free. That's right. I give myself permission to embrace the new. And so that's all I wanted to I just wanted to hop on and just let you know your story ends in victory. I just wanted to encourage somebody today. I hope that I helped somebody. I hope that I empowered somebody. I hope that's right. Embrace the fullness of me. I hope that I helped somebody, empowered somebody, strengthen somebody in here, release somebody up here so that they really can walk in the fullness of who they are. I know life can get hard. And I know some things that got rough, but don't get stuck there. It's going to end in victory. Even the worst heartbreak is going to end in victory. The grief is still going to end in victory. The lack is still going to end in victory. It's going to end in victory. And so I love each and every one of you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. Listen, if you have not already done so, go right down there to the bottom of the screen, www.ShavonnaWhitehead.com. Head over to my website. Make sure you click subscribe as we have some announcements coming this month, and we have some other things coming. Our newsletter will kick back off August the 1st. So we have a lot of things coming, and we want you to be a part. We want you to have the first information. So please make sure you go right down there to the website, www.ShavonnaWhitehead.com. Click that subscribe tab. You get a free ebook when you subscribe, and then you can stay connected to me. Why are you saying that, Dr. Vaughn? Because if social media ever goes down, I never want to lose my connection to you. And I always want to be able to share what the Lord has given unto me. And guess what, you all? The Moy with Dr. Vaughn, which is our new podcast, kicks off August 29th, 2024. I am so excited and nervous at the same time. And I want you to tune in every time we drop an episode. It will be every other week that we drop an episode. And listen, we're going to be real, and we're going to be talking about how God has helped us navigate spaces for real. Not no fluff, for real. How we've navigated and how God has given us what? The victory. And so make sure you subscribe down there. Stay connected to me. Stay linked up with me. I love each and every. Thank y'all so much. I'm super excited about this podcast. So stay tuned. Pray for me, as you know, this is a new arena for me. And we got some other announcements that will be coming later on this month. But listen, I just want somebody to be healed. I just want somebody to be whole. I just want you to get everything that God has for you. No distractions, no delays, no detours. And so until next week, again, next week we will be back on schedule at Tuesday at 1 p.m. Until next week, come on, hang out with me. Declare your victory. Embrace your new. And tell, I don't need permission to be. Just be it. And so I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you next week.